What's going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the natural born thriller, the good boy gone bad, living the bad and dangerous life off the wall, and if you don't like it, beat it, because no one wants to be defeated. I'm just saying. So welcome everyone to this WWE NXT review, the show from February 7th, 2018. This edition, they were in Atlanta, Georgia. The place, I believe, once again, is the Center Stage Theater or something like that, but yeah, something like that, but or Center Stage Theater. I think that's what it's called, but yeah, let's get to the show. So the show, it'll feature Percy Watson, Marvel Renaro, and Nigel McGuinness on commentary. And yes, this time Nigel McGuinness is officially now back. So here we go. Just making sure everything's all good before I move on. Okay. Okay, I think everything's all good. Alright, so here we go. So, to kick off the show, we were going to get an NXT Tag Team Championship title going on between the Tag Team Champions, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, representing Undisputed Era. And they had Alan Cole at rings, accompanying them. But the match never got underway because all of a sudden, SAnitY shows up. They attacked them from behind, while they were doing their poses on the ring apron. So yeah, we get an all-out brawl from SAnitY and Undisputed Era. Then we get securities coming out. Also, we get a couple of officials coming out too. So nothing but chaos thrown off the show, and I loved it. I actually loved it. So they remain calm and all that. So all of a sudden we get to William Regal. He comes out and says that tonight's going to end between SAnitY and Undisputed Era. So he decided for later on tonight in the main event, it's going to be a 6-man tornado tag team match, which means there'll be no tags made in matches. They're allowed to get in the ring, and they could beat the hell out of each other. And as well being no disqualifications, no countouts, when it comes to these type of rules, it's like back in the days of old school wrestling, the Texas Tornado tag team matches that they always be doing. So yeah, it was a good start for NXT. After from last week, it was nothing but just recaps and everything, and then cool matches too on there. But now they're back to the main focus here when it comes to delivering another good show. This time without any type of highlights of it. Deshaun Smith Jr. What's up, man? How you doing? Hope you're having a good time. Thank you for watching. So here we go. Let's start. So now let's actually start with a match. So we get Heavy Machinery, Tucker Knight, and Otis Dosovich. Mauro Renaro on commentary basically talks about how. Well, actually, I think it was Percy Watson talks about how Otis Dosovich was at a barbecue, something like that, and also Tucker Knight too, and all, and basically Percy Watson referenced that he knows because he was there, he was invited, so whatever. And then you have Mauro Renaro. He talks about Tucker Knight being the all-night Tucker Knight. I'm like, okay, whatever. But then he calls Otis Dosovich the Dozer, because his last name Dosovich. So he calls him the Dosovich, because of his size and the way he runs into his opponents in the matches and all that. Like, okay, that's a good nickname there. I don't know about the all night of Tucker Knight there, but I like the Dozer storyline there. Deshaun Smith. I miss NXT. Was it good tonight? It was. I'm gonna get to it right now. Actually, the best happened later. But it started off pretty good. Like I said before, yeah, SAnitY and Undisputed Era started battling in the middle of the show. Start off the show. I meant to say. And then that's when Ringo decides to make a match for later on. They continue on. They could finish this once and for all. So I'm assuming that's gonna be the last time we're gonna see the Undisputed Era versus SAnitY for the rest of 2018. I don't know if it isn't, if that's going to be the case or not. You know how WWE is when it comes to that, but we'll see. But yeah, so we got Heavy Machinery, which took a night, and Aldis Dosovich versus Tino Sabatelli and Riddick Moss. So the match happens. The match started pretty decent. Are you gonna make a response to Charlie? No, I'm not. I don't care about Charlie. Who said that by the way? Oh, Groovy Tony. What's going on, Groovy Tony? Thank you for watching. No, I'm not gonna talk about Charlie. He's nothing to me. Um, he's nothing but a waste of time to me. I don't watch his videos. I don't care about him. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it as that. But yeah, so we get this match, and the match itself start pretty decent. Not saying it wasn't anything good, but it started pretty decent. All of a sudden, in the match, you got this crowd. For some reason, they started booing Tino Sabatelli when he got tagged into the match, which tells you right there that Tino Sabatelli is not liked by the NXT fans. Groovy Tony, I don't get why people hate on you. Your channel is awesome. Well, thank you very much. Well, those are people for you. That that don't know who I am, and don't want to find the time to really know the real me, because I'm not important. So, but I'm not anything special anyway. So, I'm just a regular person just trying to do videos on YouTube and also to other accounts that I have as well. So. I can care less. I can care less people if they like me. Basically I could care less if people like me or not. So, but Tino Sabatelli, like I said, he was getting booed when he got tagged into the match. And then also these crowds were chanting, Tino sucks. And like, okay, so Tino Sabatelli is getting some heel heat here. When it comes to heel heat, they basically they love to boo him because he's always too confident for himself and all that. It actually shocked me right there when they started saying that Tito Sabatelli sucks. And then he starts showing why he doesn't suck. So he started doing this amazing drop kick to, I believe it was Tucker Knight in the match. I believe that was who was wrong. Yeah, I believe it was Tucker Knight. So then Rick Moss wants to be tagged in. Basically want to get tagged back in. And Tino Sabatelli for some reason just gives him an attitude. Like, you want to tag, fine. He tags him like that to the side, like to the shoulder, I believe. And like, okay, what are they going here? So Tucker Knight was having touches with Tino Sabatelli for the way he tagged him. So then while you have Riddick Moss working on Tucker Knight, all of a sudden Tino Sabatelli wants to get a tag in. He's like, tag me, and all that. And then Tucker Knight, not Tucker Knight, Riddick Moss decides to give him a hard tag to the chest. Like, okay, what's going on here? Like, are they planning on breaking these two guys up? I don't know how I feel about that because at first I wanted to get into this tag team so much, where I'm finally at first I didn't get into them that much, but then also they started to show me what they could do in the ring, and I'm like, okay, I could get into this tag team, and now for some reason now I think they're breaking them up for some reason. I don't understand why. In my opinion, they should stay as a tag team. But yeah, basically, yeah, Tino Sabatelli and Rick Moss having tensions with each other. So this ends up having this dispute between the two, costing the match. So in the match, basically you have Tino Sabatelli trying to cheat again, like the last. Actually, Rick Moss cheated the last time. This time, Tino Sabatelli trying to cheat, but referee caught his foot on the ropes, and then also Heavy Machinery ends up defeating Tino Sabatelli and Rick Moss. Basically, you have Tucker Knight pinning Tino Sabatelli in the match, and they go. Heavy Machinery wins the match. After the match, you got Rick Moss walking up to Tino Sabatelli. Tino Sabatelli extends his hand for maybe he's gonna help. Rick Moss was gonna come to help him pick him up and everything. Rick Moss was like, nope. He walks away from him, and there you go. So I don't know what this is gonna mean. I don't know what it's gonna lead to. Hopefully, they don't break these two up. I hope they don't break these two up. But by the looks of it, I think that's what they're going for. I don't get it. I don't understand why, but it is. I guess it is what it is. I guess. So next we get to Johnny Gargano. He cuts a promo. He talks about how Philadelphia was his was a night that he was getting, the opportunity that he always wanted to get. He talks about, his family was there. This was going to be his moment. He was going to be the NXT champion, but unfortunately it didn't happen. And also, he's talking about the reaction that he got from Philly, from that night against SAnitY for the championship was probably an amazing match. Well shot of that for this year, match of the year. And then the crowds are trying for Gargano, by the way, Johnny Wrestling. And then Gargano says that, that he may not won the title, but he earned the respect from these fans. And he says that he had a match of a lifetime. And he talks about how, title or no title, he really appreciates the opportunity. And then he talks about, he's Johnny freaking wrestling like he did before. And he said he'll never forget that moment. And he also said, just like he's never going to forget what happened to him after the match. Tommaso Ciampa. And he says he's coming for Tommaso Ciampa. But then all of a sudden, Andrade Cien Almas, the NXT champion, and Zelina Vega comes out. So Zelina Vega comes out, with Andrade Cien Almas. She cuts a promo. Just her. She's the one who talked. She's the mouthpiece for Andrade Cien Almas. So she says that no one cares about your moment and everything. And talks about how it should be Andrade Cien Almas who should be here to talk about what happened at NXT TakeOver, from Philadelphia, not Johnny Gargano. And then she says to Gargano that he proved nothing at TakeOver. And then she says that Tommaso Ciampa has nothing to do with you losing the championship. And I see myself, he never mentioned that. Now, in his promo, he never mentioned that Tommaso Ciampa never cost him the championship. So basically, Zelina Vega, she was basically saying that to Johnny Gargano that don't blame basically she said Johnny Gargano should not be blaming Tommaso Ciampa for his loss. Like he didn't mention that. What are you talking about? What? I like that. Holy shit! Who? My God, that was stupid. But anyway, she says that you're not Johnny Gargano. I mean, you're not Johnny Wrestling. You're Johnny Loser. So then Johnny Gargano talks about, the favorite part that he loved about Philadelphia is that his wife, Candice LeRae, beat down Zelina Vega. So sure enough, we get Candice LeRae coming out, and she goes right after Zelina Vega, and then Gargano goes after Cien Almas. And then Zelina Vega says she's had enough. She's sick of this, and she says what's this going to take to end this and everything, right? So Gargano says, give me one more shot, and this will be the end. Win, lose or draw, whatever. So Zelina Vega agrees to it, but only if Johnny Gargano just puts on the line. For example, if Johnny Gargano does not defeat Andrade Cien Almas to become the NXT champion, then Johnny Gargano has to leave NXT. And like, wait a minute, what? That threw me off there, folks. Right there, that threw me off. Because Gargano leaves NXT if he loses. If he doesn't become the NXT champion. I'm like saying to myself, where are they going with this? And I'm saying to myself, if he leaves, let's just say if he loses to CN. If he loses to Andrade Cien Almas, which probably I'm not pretty sure they decide to make the match next week, or maybe they want to save it for weeks later, to build this up even more. But let's just say if Gargano loses to Andrade Cien Almas, where he doesn't become the NXT champion, what then what are they gonna do with Gargano versus Ciampa? That feud that never got a chance to start since last year because Ciampa got hurt. So I don't know how I feel about this right now. But basically what happened after that, when Gargano heard about that, he said he agreed. He basically agreed to it, and Candice LeRae tried to convince him to do it. But he did it anyways because he wants to be an NXT champion so bad. And I see myself, okay. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, so basically that was it for that segment. So yeah, back on this subject. I see myself, why would WWE have Gargano agree to it where he could leave NXT, where we're supposed to be expecting the feud between Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano. When Tommaso Ciampa is medically clear to whenever he's ready, medically clear to compete. Now I want Gargano to be champion. Without a shadow of a doubt. I know eventually he will be, but after they threw this curveball at us, especially to me, this came out of nowhere to me. So I don't know how I really don't know how I feel about this, folks. Because I expect John Gargano to become a future NXT champion, in the future. For but I don't know because I want Andrade Cien to remain as NXT champion, unless WWE is going to try to have Andrade Cien leave the main NXT to come to the main roster, because ever since he made his debut on basically his main roster debut on from Royal Rumble, he got a lot of people talking, so I don't know. Um, I'm really confused here, folks. I don't know what to say at this point. I'm just left speechless after hearing this. If Gargano loses, he's gone from NXT, which means he'll be obviously that means Gargano's gonna be moving up to the main roster pretty soon. That obviously means he's going to the main roster. But if that's the case, then I hope he does. If he does go to the main roster, I hope he goes to SmackDown, because I don't want to see him go on Raw, because Gargano deserves better to be on Raw. And why do I say that? Because who does Monday Night Raw? What does Monday Night Raw features every time when they do the 205 Live stars, the cruiserweights? So I guess I can see WWE doing that to drag Gargano, but I don't want to see Gargano in the cruiserweights. Basically, when it comes to competing on 205 Live, he deserves better than to be in 205 Live. Same thing with Roderick Strong. Same thing with Aleister Black. And same thing with Hideo Itami. So yeah, just hopefully if he is going to be roster when he loses, if he loses basically, which I wish that was not the stipulation, by the way. If John Gargano loses, then he has to leave NXT. Then that means that again, that means we're not going to get Gargano versus Ciampa, in the future. Again, whenever Ciampa is ready to compete. But yeah, we'll see what happens whenever that match comes up. Again, they didn't announce it was going to be next week, because there was some they announced something else that's going to happen next week. Now, but the question is, when is the match going to happen though? Because it's really hard to say, but let me check something out here, folks, before I move on to the next subject. Okay, all right. So yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, that's the same thing about when if the match is gonna be next week, but I don't know. We had to wait and see what when they decide to make that announcement for that match. Because again, we have other matches that's happening next week too, and those matches probably is going to be feature more. Has a platform of its own. I meant to say. So, but I can't really envision John Gargano losing. And if he does lose, this is how I see John Gargano. This is how I envision John Gargano if he does lose this NXT, against Andrade Cien, where he has to leave NXT. This is on the image that we'll be seeing of John Gargano. That if he does lose and he has to leave NXT, which means that's going to be a repeat from Takeover Philadelphia, the way he looked at before, with Cancer Ray being there, with Gargano losing the match of not becoming the NXT champion. And now we're going to be in a situation where Gargano, if he loses, this is the looks he's going to get, and then Cancer Ray's going to be right there. And this time, it's not just going to be on where he loses at the end, his opportunity to become NXT champion, but also the look on the face of where he's going to leave NXT. And that's going to be devastating. So yeah, we'll see what they do. But when when's going to happen? I'm assuming if I can guess, I'm assuming they'll probably do it close to in the next 2 weeks, I believe, in 2 weeks' time. and you know during the on that week where WWE is going to be doing their Go Home Show edition for Raw, when it comes to Elimination Chamber. I don't know if that let me check that on the date again for Elimination Chamber. So yeah, I'm gonna go for this prediction right now. So in 2 weeks' time, I'm assuming that's gonna be the match between Gargano and the NXT champion CN, and I'm assuming it's gonna be on the Wednesday of the 21st. And if not, then I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, we'll see how it turns out though. But now let's move on. Next we got Shayna Baszler being interviewed by reporters. She basically talks about how she's a force to be reckoned with and all that. And she said, if you don't believe me, ask Kairi Sane, Dakota Kai, Aaliyah, even ask the NXT champion, Ember Moon. Hello there, okay. I'm Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the Natural Born Thriller. And if you don't like it, beat it, because no one wants to be defeated. Wait, you see my catchphrase now? I'm just kidding. How you doing, by the way, man? Hope you're doing okay. You know, I'm just saying. LOL, what's up, man? Yeah, what's up? What's up to you too, man? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing okay. Okay. So, anyways, so then, yeah. So also she talks about how when it comes to Shayna Baszler wrestling, her opponent's got to do 3 things: either tap, nap, or snap. Basically, when it comes to Shayna Baszler doing her submission moves, they either have to tap out, they either have to stop fighting and pass out, or if they continue to keep fighting out of the submission hold, then she's gonna make it snap, make something snap, you know. Yeah. So then Shayna Baszler talks about basically one of the interviewers asked Shayna Baszler about Ember Moon and everything about the NXT Women's Championship title, and then Shayna Baszler says that well, there's not gonna be any rematch because Ember Moon is scared to ask her, and she says, and you could and basically told the reporters that you could tell Ember Moon that, by the way. So yeah, Shayna Baszler, she is legit. What's your thoughts on Charlie's video, Debo? What's going on, Debo? Thank you for watching. And as far as Charlie's videos, I don't care. I don't watch his videos. Next we get an announcement for next week's NXT matches for the NXT show next week. Pete Dunne will defend his NXT United Kingdom Championship against the number 1 contender Roderick Strong. Then we also get. Well, actually, I'll get that later. I'll get that part later. But yeah, that match has been announced for next week. Pete Dunne versus Roderick Strong for the WWE United Kingdom Championship. And that's gonna be I'm assuming that's gonna be the main event. It should be the main event, but we'll see. And I can't wait to see Pete Dunne versus Roderick Strong. It's gonna be an amazing match. Next we get Tyler Bate. He get an interview, and basically he congrats Roderick Strong for winning the match. To get the opportunity for the United Kingdom Championship. And then he talks about how basically a report asking about what's it feel like being a winner for NXT's award when it comes to having match of the year. And he talks about it means a lot, that. He talks about how it was a prestige award, and he talks about how he wants to get more of these matches of the year for the rest of 2018. And he talks about and when it comes to having these matches of the year, he wants to wrestle guys like Johnny Gargano, the Velveteen Dream, and the name a few. But he mentioned Gargano. I was thinking to myself, okay, if he mentions Gargano, okay, this is bad. This is bad booking right here. Bad setup on how they did this here, because Johnny Gargano, if he, again, keep in mind, Johnny Gargano, if he loses to Andres and Honest, then we're not going to be seeing Johnny Gargano versus Tyler Bate in the future, unless they haven't been on 205 Live. And oh no. Oh fuck! That means Gargano is gonna be on. That means Gargano is gonna be on Raw, to be part of 205 Live. To be part of the cruiserweights. Fuck. Because that bait, he wrestles on 205 Live a lot. Sometimes whenever they find a good spot from to compete on there. But why? But whatever. We'll see. Again, that's my theory. It's not true. My theories on I'm just giving you a theory, my opinions about what the league's gonna be doing, but who knows? We'll see. But yeah, there you go. That was the interview. I thought a well done interview. As we get to the Fresh Princess of Bel Air. yeah, that's when by the way, that's when Nigel McGuinness just called Bianca Belair. So yeah, Bianca Belair has got a nickname now called the Fresh Princess of Bel Air, basically referencing the TV show The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. But yeah, Shayna Baszler going up against Jessica Hill. Who's she? I don't know. But Shayna Baszler did 2 moves on her, and there you go. That was the end of the match. Wow. Basically, what she did was like a modified Branding Hammer, and then she went for her finishing move, the alley oop, and there you go. That was your win. So yeah, we didn't see her doing the whipping of her ponytail, her braided ponytail. So which is unfortunate. But whatever. Next we get to Kairi Sane a video package, basically showcasing the Pirate Princess, and basically showing her time on Mae Young Classic, her time on NXT, and her time when she debuted the Royal Rumble. So yeah, we'll be seeing Kairi Sane pretty soon on NXT. Because she's back. She was good to compete because at the time she was injured for some reason. But she's now 100% clear, it was showcased on the Royal Rumble because she made her entrance, her appearance there. So yeah, we'll be seeing Kairi Sane back on NXT pretty soon. When? Maybe next week. Who knows? But it hasn't been announced yet. But speaking of what was announced for next week, the return of Aleister Black, and also Ember Moon, via Twitter, she tweeted this. Basically, she makes an announcement that she wants to defend the NXT Women's Championship against Shayna Baszler next week. So yes, so we got Pete Dunne defending his UK Championship versus Roderick Strong, and now we got Shayna Baszler getting her rematch against Ember Moon for the NXT Women's Championship. So yeah, matches are set up for next week, and I can't wait. And I can't wait. All right, folks, now let's get to the main event. The main event will feature again SAnitY versus Undisputed Era. When it comes to SAnitY, you got Eric Young, probably who Chevy said, by the way. I forgot. I need to mention that. As a matter of fact, I didn't even notice that Eric Young shaved his head until we got to the main event. So yeah, like I said, SAnitY, yeah, Eric Young, Killian Dane, Alexander Wolf versus Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, baby, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly. So this match, like I said, is a tournament tag team match, and it's no disqualifications, no countouts. So we get Alexander. Basically, we start off with All Out Brawl. To start the match. We get chairs, candlesticks, tables involved. So we get Alexander Wolf going for a chair shot to Kyle O'Reilly, not to the head though. Kyle O'Reilly also gets has Alexander Wolf on the sitting on the steel chair, while Kyle O'Reilly gets on the apron, goes for a running knee to the sitting of Alexander Wolf. Eric Young, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Alexander Wolf just start fighting backstage, while Killian Dane and Bobby Fish starts fighting in the ring, and basically in the arena. We get Killian Dane tossing Bobby Fish off of the stage onto to the rest of the guys in the match. Eric Young, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Alexander Wolf. Then we get to Killian Dane going to go after Adam Cole. Basically, Adam Cole was near a table, and Killian Dane was trying to pull him to a table, but Adam Cole moves out of the way, and Killian Dane pulls himself to a table. Basically, took him out in the match for a little bit. Eric Young gets a candlestick. He goes for some candlestick shots to Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, but then Adam Cole stops him with a super kick. Then we get Killian Dane back in the match, and also we get all these guys doing all these moves on each other. Like doing super kicks, clotheslines, cross bodies, doing knees, and all that striking moves. It's very innovative the way they did it. Pretty cool. And the crowds were into the match, by the way. I was even into the match. I thought, oh my god, this main event match is all over the place. I loved it. I freaking loved it. So also we get Killian Dane going for his finishing move. It's supposed to be Kenny Omega's finishing move, the Angel's Wing, but I forgot what Killian Dane calls it. Basically it's basically Kenny Omega's Angel's Wing finishing move that Killian Dane did to Bobby Fish, and gets a 3 count on the win. So your winners are SAnitY. So hopefully this means that's the end of SAnitY and Undisputed Era, because if it's not, then there's something where Rico saying that this ends tonight. It means nothing yet. Basically it's going to mean nothing at the end of the day. So but I don't know. But yeah, there you go. That was the show, and I thought the show was pretty good. So that being said, let me get back to on the show again. So the Tomar Wrestling for NXT from February 7th, 2018. I believe, if I'm mistaken, it's 8 matches that happened on here so far. I mean, not 8. I meant to say 3. Let me see. Let me just double check. There was that tornado tag match, which was the main event. The squash match between basically that squash match that Bianca Belair just had. Then that tag team match from the start of the show. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that was a tournament wrestling for NXT for February 7th. 3 matches. So, and my overall rating for the excuse me. So my overall rating for the show, I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. And there you go. So that being said, I guess I'm done. Let's just say here. If I go anyone else, had anything to say? No. Okay. By the way, this person saying to me, did you see Charlie's video? No, I don't care to see Charlie's video. This guy's name is who? Seth Lore from China 96, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, there you go. I'm done, folks. So, that being said, I guess I'll see you all tomorrow when it comes to the Impact Wrestling review right here on YouTube. So, if this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., the Natural Born Thriller. Please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike this video, give it a dislike. The choice is yours, and it's yours alone. And yeah, I'm out. So y'all have a good night. Peace on the streets. And yeah. NXT.